In this video, we're going to give you some tips on how to install flat deck or flat deck 2 on the roof of a carport or veranda. LYSAGHT FLATDEK is a long-span cladding, particularly suited to home improvement projects like room additions, carports and awnings. In Queensland, this is flat deck 2, which is basically the same as flat deck, except it has 2 pans instead of 1. The underside of flat deck features clean, uninterrupted lines with an attractive gloss finish, ensuring visual appeal. The unique overlapping dovetail ribs of the flat deck profile can be easily fitted together by hand. Flat deck is simply and economically fixed on the top of its supporting members using self-drilling screws in the pans. Refer to our flat deck product brochure for technical information such as wind loads or maximum spans. Turn up at the top of the roof slope before fitting the sheets if the roof is attached to another structure, such as a veranda attached to a house. Turn down the pans in the flat deck to be laid using wide-nose pliers to form a drip edge. Be careful not to tear the corners. Remember to remove the protective coating from the sheet when finished. Make sure the first sheet is set correctly with 50mm overhang from the back of the gutter and pressed flush with any wall which you may be attaching the structure to. Flat deck sheets snap into place by rolling and pressing together, starting at one end of the sheet. Laying from right to left, or left to right, depending on the prevailing winds, start laying the sheeting from the weather end of the roof. Check that the sheets fit snugly against the previous sheet by looking at the join between the sheets on the underside. Fix the sheet as previously described. Repeat the process until all the sheets are laid. You may need to trim the final sheet to fit. If you have translucent infill sheets, measure and cut to the correct size. You will need 2 steel flat deck sheets between every translucent sheet. Translucent sheets may reduce the wind capacity of the roof. If your flat deck roof is attached by a rear receiver channel, here are some tips on how to do that. Install the foam roll inside the receiver channel using a dab of silicone to keep it in place. Silicone the top edge of the receiver channel. Turn up and turn down the pans in the flat deck to be laid using wide-nose pliers. And remember to remove the protective coating from the sheets when finished. Slide the sheet into the receiver channel. Wearing gloves, clip in and then slide the second sheet into position. Add the profiled foam inserts as you go along. Use a bead of silicone to tack into place. Fix the end of the sheet into the rear receiver channel. Correct cleanup is an essential part of roofing in steel. At the close of each day's work, the whole roof must be cleaned down to remove all swarf. For more detailed installation information, refer to the LYSAGHT Roofing and Walling Installation Manual.